Peace, family. It's Watermelon Thursdays, and I said I wanted to sit down today and have just an impromptu chat as I chomp on some good seeded watermelons. Just to view a couple, just to like let off a couple of my feelings and my opinions, and maybe some of my own personal strategies about how I feel about some things right now that's going on in the world. Everybody else is talking, and I think is interesting. So why can't I have something to add into it, interesting as well? I'm gonna start with food first. I'm gonna get to Charleston. I'm gonna get to the Confederate flag. I'm gonna definitely talk about some money. And I don't know about the conspiracy theorists. I don't know if I'm gonna say anything to them or about that. But first off, I want to say big shouts out to Dame Dash for really helping me stay grounded and improving in the areas I need to improve in, which is being a boss. You know, Dame says a boss is when you got other people around you, you're making them better. You know, a boss's job is all about delegation, where my definition of boss was I don't work for anybody else. So that's cool, that's an independent. But if you want to be an independent boss, you got to make other people around you better. So big shouts out to Dame Dash, everything he got going on. Dame, you still smoking a little too much weed. That's just my personal opinion. It's all good though, bruh. You know what I mean? And Dame, the GMO thing, you came on the radio and you said, I'm not going to blame the victim. So don't blame the GMOs, all right? Like, GMO and Monsanto is not the enemy. Our bodies are genetically modified organisms, okay? So, you know, as you tell everybody else, don't believe the hype about you. Don't believe all the hype about the GMOs and all that other stuff, because our so-called enemy, you know, from other cultures will come and use that to be like, that's right, Dame Dash said eat organic. And then, but who's making all the money from organic, you know? And plus, everything you put in your mouth, organic, is not good for you. Organic kale is not good for you. Organic corn is not good for you. Any of those things that cause health disruptors, it doesn't matter whether they're organic or whatever, they're no good for you. You need to be saying your grace over your food. What happened to that? What about, I can say my grace over my food and bless my food before I eat it, right? So, of course, we're not talking about eating no pork or nothing crazy like that, but let's just, you know, the whole GMO thing, man, it's a hoax. It's a hoax, plain and simple, and nobody's putting up any real scientific evidence to support that it's real. It's all a scare tactic. They're going to take away my seeds, and I'm going to die if I don't have seeds. Man, the earth been here for trillions, billions of years, and it will always have people on it as long as the earth wants to have people on it. So because Monsanto or somebody is in the lab doing something, God made laboratories too, all right? So now stay away from the seedless watermelons and stay with the seeded watermelon, but everybody be easy on the GMO. Now, I got mad love for Dame Dash because he hustling for his last name, not his first name. That's like me, I'm hustling for my last name, not my first name. Oh man, Father's Day, big shout out to all the fathers who are being fathers to the fatherless. Those of you fathers who are not pulling your weight, we got something for you on April Fool's Day. That's where you get your day on April Fool's Day. You don't get anything on Father's Day if you're not helping raise your seed and you're not contributing. This is crazy. Now we got watermelon. I'm black. I got dreads. Let's go down to South Carolina real quick. Boy, I have to I gotta talk to black people for a second. Y'all are so easily distracted. If it's nationwide news, you're getting distracted. So no, we're not gonna talk about the church anymore, because now we want to put all the attention on the flag, and we're gonna bring the flag down from the Capitol. And y'all bit for that. You fell for that. Oh, the flag, and the flag this. We still ain't even said nothing about the 20 I think it's 27 or 29 million dollars the Justice Department just gave these families rather quickly for their mourning. Now, it's not a problem with that, but I just want to know, like, why is the Justice Department, like, who set the figure at $29 million for 9 families? And is that so everybody will be quiet? Because I'm not hearing anything from anybody. And if you throw a couple $1 million at me and I ain't had nothing, and somebody just blew my mother or father away, and I'm young and I'm impoverished, and you want me to be quiet and go on national TV and say, I forgive you and nothing but love, that may work. But if you're going to go on there and say, I forgive you, then go on there and tell me that you also got a piece of $29 million too, to go on there. And what were the stipulations of getting that money? Like, you know, come on, man. So that's my piece on the Confederate flag. Like, go look up the video with Daddy Pope and what he said about the flag. I agree. I'm like, it's a distraction, man. Who cares? Like, stop being victims, black people, about any and everything that comes out on television. President Obama, big shouts out to you for finally using the word nigga. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. If it offends somebody, they want to cut your balls off. When Jesse Jackson said they should cut his balls off, nobody said that offended anybody. So now I'm supposed to be offended because he used the word nigga in context to describe racism. And racism is not over. Also, big shouts out to all my global white supremacy supporters. Did you know in quantum physics that nothing exists until you pay attention to it? So you're paying attention to global white supremacy, and that's why it's still alive. Is there a system in place? Sure. But why do you have to keep talking about it? A wise man named Malachi York, he said one time, he says, yo, stop challenging the devil. You can't beat the devil by challenging him. So all of y'all who want to challenge the devil and run up on him and keep talking about how wrong he's been doing, what is that going to do? You're giving him more power by talking about him. Quit responding to everything the so-called devil does or so-called white supremacy does. Why are you a victim instead of a victor? Yo, clean your heart up, man. There's nothing that you have to keep holding on to a grudge that thinks somebody owes you something. Focus your attention on what you can do for yourself, and then you'll get somewhere. Let me get another bite of this watermelon. I got a whole bowl down here too, so after this video is over, I'm gonna sit right here and crush the rest of this watermelon. All right. Yeah. So, upcoming from Coach Khayr, Keep It Simple Astrology.info is going wonderful. Thank you everybody for being patient while we are putting that together. It's an ongoing program to like show people how to learn astrology and keep it simple. It's not as hard as you think. Keep It Simple Astrology.info if you're interested in learning more about yourself and how to read your own birth chart. This Mercury retrograde was hellacious on some people. Those who knew it was coming, you had a little better than others, but boy, it still was taking its effect on everybody, including Coach Khayr. I think it was it was a true learning experience, for real, for real. But it was in Gemini, so you knew it was gonna hit extra hard anyway. And for me, it happened in my 10th house, so all types of stuff was going on. But anyway, enough about that. By the time you watch this video, it'll only be the 27th is the last day. It wasn't over on June 11th, so I hope I made my point. Stop believing everything you hear on YouTube. Oh my God, back to believing everything you hear on the internet. Where's the money? Where's this $4 million or $1 million that's raised for the shooter down in Charleston? Please, somebody show me where they actually are showing you on the internet. Where'd you get your proof from? Just stop repeating stuff to rile people up, man. That's sensationalism. It's called yellow journalism. And just because you black and you doing it because of white supremacy doesn't make you any better than the person that you say that you are, opposing. So, put some proof up. But everybody else, he's not getting out of jail, okay? It's like total, he was never going to start a race war. He's not that intelligent. He is a nerd. There's definitely people that are behind him, that the whole thing's probably set, you know, like it was calculated, man. It wasn't just random like that. He'd already spoke about it before. So you reacting emotionally, you're missing a much larger point, especially like how could you be making some more money, or how could you be learning to better yourself? So what I'm doing is saying I want to empower people, like Dame said, with more information on how to get paid and stop getting laid by other people. You see what I'm saying? Get paid, don't get laid. And my man Tycoon said if you want to get your money right, you got to get your mind right first. So I got an upcoming webinar series. I think it's going to be called Big Money Mondays. It will not be free, and it'll be for those who are about money and not being afraid of money, or even breaking the shackles of, you know, oh, I'm so scared to make money, and money's for evil people. So if you're one of those people, or if you're one of those people that say, yo, I love money, coach, I love how you getting down, show me, that's coming too, because I want to move more into group coaching, and I love webinars. It's an industry that there's not enough people like me in, who are original and who are being themselves and showing their own faces. And I'm side vent. I'm so sick and tired of all of these super Euroed out instructional guides on what to do on the internet to make money, but I gotta look just like you to do it. You know, like, when can I just be me and get paid for being me? Right? So, like, that's what I'm about to start teaching people, is how you can get paid being you, instead of trying to look like somebody else. So when you do get somebody in a webinar and they look at you, they know you like a $3 bill or $18 bill. You phony. Be yourself, man, and people will appreciate you. All right? And if they don't, you know much faster that they don't appreciate you, and you can move on to correcting that, instead of like just going through a whole lot of stuff trying to look like somebody else, man. It's ridiculous. I've studied with everybody on how to do this webinar game, and now I'm going to show you all how to get this internet money. It might be called Internet Money Mondays, or Mondays Internet Money, something like that, right? So just stay tuned, because if you're interested in that, for sure, just hit me something on my inbox, or shoot me an email at hello@coachkhayr.com. Spirituality. Pray more. When you get your food, like a nice, big, ripe piece of watermelon like this, say your grace over it. You're so mad at the church. You're so upset at white Jesus that you done forgot some of the basic principles that still work. Jesus was using alchemy and magic. He turned water into wine. You can, whatever frequency that you emit into what you eat is how it's going to turn out. So why don't you focus on that and stop focusing on whining and complaining all the time about GMOs and what your opponent did to you. Say your grace. It doesn't matter what the grace is. Father, thank you for this food I'm about to receive. May it nourish and strengthen my body. Thank you. Ashe. Amen. Hotep. Whatever you want to say, just be sincere about it. God is great. God is good. Anything you can remember, as long as it's sincere from the heart. So many of y'all are doing this whole spiritual thing in your head, and you done got away from your heart. Noble Drew Ali said, keep the hearts and minds filled with love and the body clean with water. I ain't going to tell you about taking a bath and hygiene. You should already know that. But can you keep your body clean? Yes, you can. So do it now, please, ASAP. Now, what about the heart and the mind? Keep it balanced with love, man. Have as much love on your mind as you got in your heart. I didn't say you have to love. Yes, love thine enemy, but yo, let me mourn too for my dead, even before I bury them. Don't ask me to be ridiculous and like try to think that I'm supposed to just walk away and be like, okay, I don't have no feelings and it's okay, you just killed some people in my family. Nah, bro, I got a right to be angry, and I got a right to be upset, and I got a right to hate ignorance, and I got a right to hate how somebody dropped the ball. Now I'm not going to carry no grudge in my heart. Because for me, hate should be temporary. It should be a temporary motivating factor. It shouldn't be something permanent. I know a lot of people that look like me that's got hate all over them and their life is toe up from the flow up. So don't be like that, yo. Just get past it. That's my piece right there. I think I covered all I want to chop it up with for y'all today. Thank you for getting to the end of the video. You're still rocking with me and you want to know more about the astrology course. Keep It Simple Astrology course.info. Moon Magic will be coming up in another 2 weeks, so get ready for that. moonmagic28.info. And if you would like to get an astrological reading, I'm getting ready to do a name your price special, so you can tell me what you want to pay for a reading. You may get 1 question, you may get 3 questions, you may get 1 hour, you may get a full reading. You never know, but you make me an offer. All right, so go over to coachkastrology.info. See what fits the bill for you. If you want to get the full service, that's fine. If you're in Atlanta, boy, the last couple people who have came to my house personally, they're getting way more than what they paid for, trust me. But yo, that's just my time today. I appreciate you. This piece of watermelon is for everybody out there who likes watermelon of all races, all right? Big shouts out to my teachers who put me on the game. I learned from a lot of y'all, so a lot of y'all are my teachers who you don't even think that you're my teacher, all right? I'm always studying just as much as I'm always teaching. I love y'all. I'm going to holler. Coach K is out. Peace.